Hey, if you as a parent or carer struggle to share books with your child or children, then this video is for you. My name is Aqua and I am the founder of Attached SC Consultancy Limited, a company that supports children learn to talk. So we work with children who are delayed in their language development. I have worked with hundreds of children in different capacities, but I support children one-to-one who are delayed in their language development, and we provide activities for parents to use at home to help their children learn to talk. So today we are looking at the importance of sharing books and stories with our children. Now, lots of parents that I've worked with say, oh, my child will not sit to listen to a story. Oh, my child doesn't like books. Oh, my child doesn't concentrate when I'm reading to them. So I thought I'll do a video about sharing books with your children. Now, it is very important to know what kinds of books you can share and why you're sharing the books with your child. Now, depending on the age, what kind of books we use matters a lot. Now, there are lots of different reasons why we should share books with our children. Spending quality time with your child to promote language development, like this video is about, to widen their view of the world, because we can learn a lot about what's happening in other areas and in different cultures through sharing books with our children. You can also broaden their imagination. If you're telling them a fairy tale story, they can bring the story alive and act the story out, and so you widen their imagination when you share books with your children. But we know that not all children will sit and listen to you. We know that children like to play with gadgets these days. Telephone, just give them the phone or the tablet or put on the TV to make things easier for us. But we should not neglect sharing books with our children. Sharing books is one of those things that if I had the possibility to, I would still be reading to my children. But mine are all grown up now, and they don't want to spend that time with me anymore for reading books. But we do share some things together, reading when we're doing our devotional, when we're reading the Bible. So reading can come in any form. So today I want to talk about those children who are not to 5, what kinds of books to share with them. Now, depending on your child's age, the length of time they will sit with you to look through a book will be determined on the level of development, their concentration. If a child can be 5 years old and not be able to sit and listen to a story, whereas a 2-year-old will comfortably sit down and listen to a story. So it depends on your child's development and depends on the level of concentration. So we cannot say one rule will suit for every child because that this certain age. Now, like anything else, it has to start early. If we want to develop a habit, we have to start developing it early, especially when it comes to children. So it is no different with sharing books with our children. We have to start reading to our children when they are babies. Now, a lot of parents ask me, how are you reading to a baby? Because when I talk to parents, I'm like, are you reading with your child? I'm like, no, I've never ever thought about reading with them. They want to. I'm like, we start reading to our children when they are babies, so that you're preparing them. They're looking at the pages and the colors and the pictures in the book. So the fact that your baby is not talking, they're not able to talk developmentally. If you see a 6-month-old baby start talking, then you're like, ooh, what's going on here? That'll be a special baby. So we have to get into the habit of sharing books with our children. Now, for babies, you have different kinds of books. You have board books, you have bath books, you have cloth books, and you have touchy-feely books like this one. For example, you can feel the different textures in the book. It's a board book, so it is sturdy. It cannot easily be torn. Your child can bite on the book. They can touch the book. They can feel it. They can lick it. They can chew it. So you have the opportunity to be able to share the different things in the book. Now, for a baby or a toddler who hasn't got the concentration to sit and listen, now they'll try and turn the pages for you. 7 pages at a time. So go with the flow. Allow your child to play with the book, to touch the book, to feel the book, to taste it, to turn the pages as you go along. Encourage them, help them, show them how, because you're not only trying to promote their reading skills or the language development, but it also helps them to develop those fine motor skills, the turning of the pages as they grow older. So with babies, we like to use board books that have strong contrast, that the colors are very strong. As they grow older, when we're going through the books for babies or children who are not who haven't got the concentration to sit and listen, just look at the pictures. Now this one is very wordy, but we find books that you may just have only one word on the page. So you have one thing, maybe an object on one side and the name of the object on the other side, and we go along. I love this book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar book. It can be broken down for all ages, and the board books with this book. So it's quite simple, and you can go through it with your child, just looking and pointing to the different fruits and counting the fruits as you go along, and it really is laid out very well. So one, we've talked about picture books. So for children, not too like we can use picture books that have only single words on one side and a picture of what we're talking about on the other side. We can use touchy-feely books. As they grow older, they'll sit for longer, and it is not always necessary that you read the whole story. The important thing is that you're using language. So for example, I'll use this book again. It's all about counting. We don't have to say, count the ducklings, feel how soft they are. We don't have to say it. We can just point to the ducklings and just say ducklings. Or we can just bring our child's hand and touch the feathers of the ducklings so they can feel it. So we don't have to read each word as we go along through the book. So we can just point to the different pictures, make up your own stories from the pictures in the book. Allow your child to touch the different things that are represented in the book. If they find something that they like, allow them to touch it. For example, they can touch the banana at the bottom there. Oh, where is it? Yeah, they can touch what they're interested in. So allow them to touch the book, allow them to turn the pages and go with the flow. If you're only able to read one page a day, that is good, that is fine. You don't have to read the whole book. So it is very important to allow your child to lead the interaction. Another thing is to frequency. How often should you read with your child? I would say daily if you can. I would say several times a day if you have the time, but at least 3 to 4 times a week. Try and share a book with your child at least 3 to 4 times a week. If they have a favorite book, sometimes they would remember the words that you have spoken without even really, or they'll recount the story without even knowing how to read. So the frequency of use of language helps your child to talk faster, because sometimes they may need to hear a word up to 50 times before they'll be able to say it. So share books with your child as often as you can. There is nothing like too much time reading books when you want to help your child learn to talk. And like I said, it broadens their imagination. It gives them the words that they need to describe their environment. So like the seasons are changing now, you can look at books that talk about seasons. You can look at books that talk about animals. You can look at books that talk about the body. So there are so many topics that you can look at, and it will help guide what you're teaching your child as well. So there are so many things that we may want to learn, we may want to teach our children. For example, going shopping. Find a book that talks about going shopping, or make up your own book. Cut out pictures and put your child in these situations that you want to teach them. That is called social stories. So we can use books at any time to help our children develop language. So if you want to find out more about what we do, you can contact us. All the contact details are in the description. If you need support with your child's learning and development, and especially with their speech and language development, then contact us and we will help you or signpost you if we are not able to provide for your specific needs. All right, I hope that this has been helpful. I'm going to do another video about other aspects of, or give you other tips about sharing, promoting your child's language development at home. So thank you, and I hope to see you soon. If you have not yet followed us on Facebook, please follow us at Attached SC. And we also have a YouTube channel called Attached Consultancy. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the notification button so that you're notified every time we put on a new video. So thank you for listening, and I hope that this has been useful to you. All right then, take care and God bless. Bye. Aqua.